I had quite a treat the other morning after my first stop, or at my first stop. I was kind of blocked in. I couldn't leave till this helicopter refueled and reloaded. It was parked right in the way. It was kind of neat to see that. I was only feet from it. So anyway, that turned out really good watching him take off. And notice when he takes off that he doesn't clear the top of this trailer much at all. It looks like he just pretty much slides off the side of it. I imagine he's pretty heavy, but it was really cool to see this. They are spraying for Japanese beetles here in Iowa. We are infested with them. They're pretty hard on the soybeans. There was a crew of 3, the pilot and 2 people on the ground crew. There was a young gal driving the pickup pulling that long enclosed trailer. She never got out of the pickup. The other guy in the pickup left, and then it pretty much left another guy on the ground crew there that took care of all, fueling the helicopter up and loading it up with chemicals. It was about I think he was on the ground about 5 minutes, and then he was back airborne. Well, it was really cool to see this. That's not something you see every day. And to me, I think it makes a lot of sense to spray with a helicopter more than an airplane, because the prop wash is putting your product down. It's blowing it straight down, where an airplane, you're kind of dragging it across to everything. I don't know. Maybe they both work, but this just seems to be a better sort of a wrinkle for me. Before we get started on today's project, I thought I'd start with a joke. There were 2 cowboys out riding the range in Texas, and they ran out of food. And they were wondering what they were going to do for food. And they spied off in the distance a bacon tree. So they went at a full gallop on their horses towards this bacon tree. And as they were getting close to it, all of a sudden, from the bushes surrounding the tree, masked bandits jumped out, started attacking them, hitting them with sticks, throwing stones at them, trying to knock them off their horses. Then they realized to their horror that it wasn't a bacon tree at all. It was a ham bush. We now have the electrical service ran to the building. Thank you, Chapman Electric out of Elgin. What a bang-up job these guys did. They worked me in because they are snowed under. They're absolutely buried with work, which is a good problem to have, I guess. But now that we have the electrical service into the building, I can insulate, I can line the walls, I can finish off the ceiling and stuff. Here's the electrical panel. Good buddy of mine, Dino, gave that to me. And along with the wire that we have buried, he gave me a roll of wire too. Boy, I scored, didn't I? Big time, big time. We have an electrical outlet on each wall. Sorry, I spun kind of fast there. And we have one light fore and one light aft, both LED lights. That would be forward and back for you civilian types. But they're placed so a tall person, which I don't fit into that category at 5'9", might bang their head, but I'm good on it. And Barb's going to have retreats here, mostly women coming out and learning what it is that she does and how she does it, how to apply that to their own animals. Barb is a holistic veterinarian. She does a different kind of care. She's not into the cut, poison, and burn and traditional types of medicine, more alternative stuff, not nearly so invasive, not so expensive, does a lot of stuff with supplements and essential oils and has tremendous results. She's written a couple books. One book was about her horses and the other book is case reports of stuff that she has done. She's got some marvelous testimonies from people in there of things that she's done. She deals online. She works with people all over the country and some people even internationally. But anyhow, she wants to have small retreats in here, just a few people at a time. And I've got the flooring. We were going to put down a floating laminate floor. A friend of mine is going to help get me started on that. He ran his own business doing that for a number of years. He still runs his own business, but he doesn't do the flooring like he did. And he's going to help me get started on that. So anyway, I give the business to my local lumber yard, Fayette Lumber. I could buy the stuff cheaper at Menards, but after the way Menards, and Menards wasn't the only one, but after the way Menards treated their employees and the public over the COVID crap, they don't get my business anymore. I'll vote with my feet. I'm sure that won't put them out of business, the amount of business that I give them, but I'm certainly not going to support that. That was communistic, and I've got no time for that. So anyway, give my business to the local lumberyard and support them. So anyway, we're going to get started here, and I will update as we go along. There was an old country boy down in Kentucky. He was driving around one day in his old beat up pickup out in the country and didn't have a license plate on the vehicle. State trooper spotted him, pulled him over, said, "You don't have a license plate on your vehicle. Can I see your license plate, your vehicle registration, your driver's license, and proof of insurance?" And the old country boy goes, "I don't have a driver's license. I've never had a driver's license." The state trooper says, "You don't have a driver's license?" "No, sir, never had one." So the state trooper goes to him, "Well, do you have any ID?" The old boy goes, "About what?" Got 2 rolls in the walls. There are some places I'm gonna have to go around and touch up, like right here. Can't have any gaps showing. And I want the insulation out to the inside, or towards the inside of the building, of the studs. I don't want it smashed into the walls. There are places where the edges have rolled over. They're not making contact with the stud. I'm pretty fussy about how this is done. Here's a good example right here. This edge is not meeting the stud, leaves a gap. When there's a gap, it's not doing any good. We went with fiberglass because the spray-in foam was, although it is fantastic stuff, is outrageously expensive. I thought it was way out of line. Here's another good example. Shouldn't be handling this barehanded. That's a no-no. But do as I say, not as I do, right? So I've got the office area to finish up. All of this, with the exception of 2 pieces, are going to have to be cut. Everything. And in the corners where I can't get insulation in there, I will spray the minimal expanding foam in there. So there's not a lot left to do, but it is hot. I am soaking wet. Just this little bit I've done. That's 2 packages, 2 rolls that I finished up and done the cutting for the corners and stuff. So, we're coming. Yeah, this project won't take long now. Here's a couple little bonus things I thought I'd throw in at the end of this video. It's some scrap video I've got laying around. While we were on vacation out in Colorado, we went to a museum, and it was a mining museum, and they had this monster chainsaw in there, amongst many, many other things. Maybe I'll do a video and throw all that stuff together, but this is a two-man chainsaw. Wow. It's pretty impressive to look at this thing. What a beast. And the other thing is a World War II half-track. It sits out in front of the museum that you're going to be seeing in just a minute here. I would like to have that for a wood hauler. I think that would be sweet. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. Please subscribe to the channel, and take care.